To be exact, the gear is the Diarumyaka Armor of Healing, which is item level 370. It's not. It's the one that's second in terms of Scabian. It's the other poetic gear that you can get at 70. Honestly, they should just make it so only poetic is available to make everything less confusing, but they haven't done that yet. But this was previously the Mendacity, and Scabian needs to be the Genesis. So to put this into what was this like pre-Shadowbringers, it would be like how our cap is Allegory, but our other one is Phantasmagoria. It was Mendacity was where Phantasmagoria is, and Genesis was where Allegory was. Is basically what it was like. Slabs on the ground. It's annoying, and I hated the tube string grind for this part, but it's okay. Goisha doesn't exist anymore, right? Goisha doesn't exist no more. Just like Mendacity and Genesis no longer exist either. Anyway, Gosetsu and Tsuyu, let's go. The next patch, boys. The next patch. 4.3 is only 7 quests long. One trial. Boy, we have just received a letter from Lord Heian. Ain't that convenient, buddy? It's almost like I was just standing here a minute ago, saying goodbye. Ain't that convenient, buddy? Let's go. The thing is proceeding as planned. Oh, isn't that also convenient? Alize, the ambassador will not keep his word, okay, kiddo? I just want you to know, we're dumb. Literally everyone but Heian is like, this man is super suspicious. Let's go to the Enclave. Literally, we're all like, we should probably be a little suspicious, but also... Heian's like, nah. Heian's just like, nah, dudes, it's fine, guys. He may have, like, just threatened the wall, but you know what? That's okay. That's Wall's responsibility and problem anyway. You casually threaten people, right? During your peace talks, you threaten people. Heian, where did you get your education? We're going to see Heian at the Enclave. You can guess what I'm going to say to him once we get in. Wait for it. Gotta walk over to his house. To his house. Alright, in we go. In we go. Me too. Me too. Heian! You're stupid. Hey kiddos. You're not stupid. You guys are awesome. Only Heian is the dumb one in the room. Gosetsu is old, guys. Man, old people collapse. Let's go see Gosetsu.
Open wide now.
Please, Tsuyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself.
Gosetsu is clearly old. Hello, we're here to visit.
I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Shouldn't have told her about the fruit.
Wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
Shouldn't have told her about the fruit.
A persimmon.
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
We have guests. Sup? I am your guest.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... a gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
Okay, just take off your clothes.
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending
And then
your
Ellie's
time?
like, this is how you've been spending your time. Kiddo, no, it's not what you
My
think.
lady, I assure you, this is not.
The surprised look from Wall and Ellie's like, and the
Off again.
concerned look from
We need to
Alfino.
wash you. You stink. What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
Oh look, she's remembering. Shooting him. Isn't that nice?
Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. He and you're stupid. Every time we talk to him, I just have to give the reminder. He and is stupid. In case you guys forgot. Every time we see him, it's just gonna be Heian. Don't remind me, I have to play Heian, don't I, at that one fight that I will not talk about because I hate it so much with every fiber of my being because it was so hard. Don't remind me! Yuguri's like, okay, she definitely ain't acting, and the kiddo's like, alright, seems legit. There is no high purpose in the pursuit of peace, boy. There is no peace here! Speak with Alfino. Speak with the best boy. Because he is just a good boy. Done absolutely nothing wrong, okay? He's just a good boy. Ah, the kiddos. Put insert gasp. Yatsuyu is gone. I mean, Tsuyu. Kiddo, she didn't flee. She just wanted to go pick up the fruit. The boat captain's like, did I do something wrong? He's like, oh, no, of course not. Of course not. Oh, dear. Heather gear. I just needed a little bit more gear anyway. I want to see what this did look like. That is an ugly ass thing. Okay, sweet. Me and my Makote vest. Hang on. Yes. Let's go, guys. Let's find the kid. Operation Find That Kid. Operation Find That Kid. Oh wait, I see what I did wrong. Oops. There we go. That's better. Hello, Namazu. Have you seen our kid? Who's currently missing in action? That's okay. Mood. On the search for the kiddo. On the hunt. Cause I'm gonna hunt. I'm just kidding. I won't hunt that many kids. Finally, proves where the prey for the hunt. Laughs easily. There you go. That was a good one. You're in the so don't look at chat. Yo, Sue, where you at? Call out, call and response. Re's the call phrase. Re! Who's Re in return? I said Re! We have no answer. We're missing the kid. We got a Re, but we do have a hat. I repeat, we have a hat. A bamboo hat, to be precise. Where's the kid? Kid is Bembe. We have the hat, but nothing else. I repeat, we have the hat. But my eyes fails to see kiddo. Here, all I've got is this hat. She had an innocent and honest intent.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Ian? I found the kid!
Kami, save us! Her spirit has
I
returned!
found the lost kid!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
Panicked villager. No, I assure you. I should intervene, should I not? I'm kind of just watching. You know what? This ain't my business. Hi, Ian. Ian, this is all your fault anyway, so you stupid boy, go get in there. Solve it. You know why this is Ian's fault? Because he let her live. He let her live.
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
He say anyone can survive if you believe. Hey, look, she remembers. Remembers a bit more.
What did I do?
As if you don't know.
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
Hi, Ian. Calm down your people.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans.
Ian should have killed her when he had the chance.
Both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsugu's preservation came
She
at the
didn't need
cost
to
of her
live.
memory.
Cut her down. I'm just having us a primal later.
Forgotten everything she's done.
I'll give it good music because I really like Wait Without Her.
Lies, my lord! She would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten.
We
our
have not
crimes,
forgotten her
and
crimes. We have not forgotten her crimes. Ian, kill her. Listen to
What
your...
I saw then. It's all true.
Don't believe Under's lies. I'm Captain Bosch.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't believe the Under's lies. I'm Captain Bosch.
You're sorry. And what? We're supposed to forgive you.
Issei, stop being mean. She just wants a fruit. You're rude.
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
The kiddo's like, clearly she's not the same. She's clearly terrified right now. Clearly.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu and treated as a
Tsuyu.
citizen of Doma.
No, you may not leave.
I will, however, see that she is
but who
watched
else
at
will I
all
hang out
times.
with?
Rest
Who
assured that
else
there
will I
will be no
complain
more
about?
unannounced visits to the
Who
village.
else will I complain about?
As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands
I don't care.
and suffer her to
You stay.
live for now.
Sit and stay. We can make
Please,
crazy theories.
Issei.
Like, what is Asahi doing? Or Asian?
All right.
Asian.
I'll keep my peace.
Asian.
As long as you're happy. That's all that matters.
Asian. Yes. Yes, Asian. Everyone's happy. Yay! We're all great. Everyone is happy. We're all great. We're all great. What's up? Oh, did you send me one? Oh, you did. Yeah, that's right. The Samurai Eldorado. Yes. The Red Eldorado. Yes. Right. There were no times. How did you know? Nah, preposterous, Kupo. That's crazy talk. Big ol' re. Big ol' re. Big ol' re. Big ol' re. Big. How did you, Nani? Big ol' re. Big ol' rim. Big ol' re. Equal rim. Wait, are we meeting with the boy yet? To prove that she doesn't have her memories, and that's why he pulls out the card of parents. Boy, oh boy. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's go. He's like, I will activate my trap card. Parents! This is where Alfino is like, hold on, something is wrong. Because he sees what's in, he sees the stuff in the crates in the background, and he's like, ha 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 ha, that's suspicious. But remember, he just claims that, you know, they're materials for helping.
What a pleasure it is to see you
But
once
everyone's
more,
like,
Lord Ian. Not to mention my dear sister.
Because remember, in this scene, he was hoping that the Primal would be summoned.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Half-sister. Or stepsister. Well, it's more like Axenos gave him this job.
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions.
Indeed.
Well, it wasn't
Before
his choice.
excluding
Again,
her from
he
the
is
exchange,
the
I
stepbrother.
thought it only fair that you see
Asahi
her
is the
condition for
stepbrother to
yourself.
Asahi. He was already in the
Physically,
Empire
she is in fine health.
by the time all this stuff
but
went,
her
because he went to the
mind
Empire when he was a
is
kiddo, which is why they're
unchanged.
not really close. They're not really close, which is why he's such a dick
So
here.
I see.
Pull out your trap card, say parents.
But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
No, you may not leave. Good. I'm gonna be in Nombringers tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Nombringers probably tomorrow. Just tomorrow. Look, it's the parents.
Ah, Yatsuyu. You look well.
Clever little sneak. Clever little sneak.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister?
These are our beloved parents. Slaps Asahi. Sure. Yep. We'll see. We'll see.
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
We will see. Gotcha. Asahi, that was clever, but also not clever
It
enough.
would seem my little surprise was not
See,
sufficient.
he even says, it would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. Hien's glare.
You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his
I
family.
merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Boy.
Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister.
You will come
You
back
will
to
come
us
back
ere
to
long.
us ere long.
What was that?
We continue with the exchange as planned.
I heard that. We continue as planned. Hien, how
Very
can
good.
you still think about the
The
exchange?
structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts.
Hien, how can
If
you
you would
still
bring
be
your
like,
captives.
okay, the exchange? Yeah, we did. Because Maxima
Agreed.
was good at this.
Until then, Ambassador.
Until then, Ambassador. Hien, how can you still be A-okay with this? Hien, how can you be okay with this, buddy? Because. Mm-hmm. No, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. What would you gain from being ambassador to an empire that's already dead? We'll see who I... Well, I mean... For all we know, it couldn't be... It may not necessarily be Asahi, and it literally could just be... the same VA. This is not so. Fun fact with 14, it would not be the first time they've reused VAs. Actually, you can take VAs to even ahead of that. Arnvald, who has voice lines for patch content and stuff, and Ardbert share the same VA. One of the Scions, Arnvald, and he's the guy that takes us on the treasure hunt. Arnvald and the other guy with the echo. Arnvald and Ardbert have the same VA, and it's why I keep confusing Ardbert's lines I'm not sure if it was intentional that they have the same VA, or if it was they just needed another voice actor and couldn't afford it. Like, I'm not sure. For all I know, if they just needed another VA and couldn't afford one, it's totally legitimate. Alright, see, look, Alfino's like, something is definitely suspicious. Well, she doesn't have the real... Thank goodness it was a free travel! Wee, boy, let's go. Honestly, VAs. Honestly, just because someone shares the same VA doesn't necessarily mean anything, really.
Gosetsu, are you awake?
My lord, come in, come. When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping.
I saw, yeah. Are you prepared to?
She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors
At
like
least
that,
it was a
knowing the
cruel
pain it
trick
could
for
cause.
Asahee to pull out the parents.
I like this Asahee less and less.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention.
Boys, like, I saw those suspicious crates in the background.
I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards.
Boys,
so
like,
I
that
wonder-
entire thing was suspicious. They put him there, and then they quickly left with them. Huh.
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
Oh, Alizé that contain crystals. Get up.
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
We should be on the guard for other acts of treachery.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
Look at that, Yotsuyu is gone again.
Gone?
I beg
Again.
your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
Look, she's gone again.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell. She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties.
Nope.
Might I call upon your assistance?
Okay. That's fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. Look, Yotsuyu is gone. He and you're stupid. But wherever did she go?
Help!
We have a man down. He's been clearly stabbed.
Help! Help me!
If only I hadn't remembered.
If only I hadn't remembered. You can just pretend.
He should hate me. But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
You had a terrible life now.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery. You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure. We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament.
You're going to die now.
You've kept your looks, at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
You're going to be killed now.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Stabby, stabby.
Yotsuyu! What?
Stabby, stabby. I want to say they deserve it, and they did deserve it, so, like, no.
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise.
Did I not say you would come back to us? What a guy.
You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt
What?
you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
Bastard. Here we go again.
Please. I don't want to die.
Yo, we have a problem on our hands.
Any sign of her?
She murdered her parents.
What happened here? I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother? Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives.
Quietly whispers primal.
But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
There is no aim, kiddos. He really is a vile little worm, isn't he? Haha, worm. Ooh boy. What is his experience with Imperial facilities? Let's go, kiddo. You will not be alone. I will go with you. Oh boy, oh boy. Lisa won't be there to reprise her role. Shall we go see some pirates? Let's go. Yo, Rancho, can we borrow a boat? Yay. Sure. I'll just send it to you. I play on free so you don't forget. Honestly, if you want to play with one of my alts, I would say go on Primal. I'm on Excalibur. I'm on Genova, because my Genova jokes, remember? My Genova jokes. Obviously, you already played with my main, so... yeah. Oh, Genova's closed again. For at least a little bit, I'm sure. I mean, you can pick any server, I suppose. BS Genova is currently closed, Excalibur is currently open. We're borrowing a boat, Rasho! Give us a boat! We're getting people for you. Please stop being stupid. Alize hates these pirates, and honestly, mood, kiddo. We offer you people in return for boat. I think it's a pretty fair trade. we're going to borrow your boat. We're going to get people. Where is the downside to this? You will have your ship. Thanks, man. Let's go investigate said boat. Whee! Sploosh. Nice splishy splashy in the water. Wait, I'm a cat! No! Just kidding. I'm a meow meow that likes water. It's cats. Most cats do actually don't mind water. It's just lots of cats don't. Here's your boat stats, my dude. Your boat's kind of cracked, but it's okay. Just fix it in time for our exchange, and all will be well. Your boat will be fixed in no time. Boat, my dude. And people. Let's go back to the Enclave. Ubisoft is suing Apple and Google, or Apple and I think it's Google, yeah. Because, did you see this? Did you see why they're doing it? Yep. Ubisoft is suing Google and Apple. Because on their respective stores, the Google Play Store and the App Store, there is a Rainbow Six Siege clone game. You know, it's a game that's it's clearly Rainbow Six Siege, but also is named differently. But it's one of those games where it's clearly a ripoff, but they're hiding under a different name. The thing is, warranted as this may be, and yeah, it's clearly a ripoff. Most mobile games are. I mean, all of these mobile games revive to the, and if Ubisoft were to win, they probably won't. Then everyone could sue their own, you know, all of these mobile games for literally ripping off each other. And while it does look very much alike, it's also, I mean, it's happened to other games too, and they probably won't win. And if you're like, well, why is Ubisoft going after the stores and not the company? Because the company's in China. And Ubisoft knows not to try that because it'll be really hard. Anyway, that's our update for other news. Let's go, kiddos! Let's go! Alphino tells me they had little trouble finding a suitable route out of the castrum, but he won't say much more than that. If I didn't know any better, I think he was hiding something. Though I can't imagine what. Oh, kiddo, I can imagine if you... Wait, buddy, what are you hiding from us? Wait, buddy, what are you hiding from me? The castrum was deserted, quite deserted. 'Twas a simple matter to plot the surest path out. Hence our swiftness. Buddy, what are you hiding? Boy, what are you hiding from me? Are you hiding that you perhaps saw what was in those cargo things? Are you perhaps hiding something from me? I love you anyway, so it's fine. No, I said I love him, so it's fine. We found the oh, let's see what here's what Yugiri says. We found the castrum's tower unoccupied and betraying no signs of recent activity. Only shadows and echoes were there. Alfred seemed oddly reluctant to linger, but I saw naught to concern us. Buddy, what did you see? Did you perhaps see something that could pertain to summoning? Look at me, boy. Look at me. Did you perhaps see something related to I don't care. Hian, you stupid! We just have to hope everything works out, guys. Oh look, the primary agreement. How convenient. Okay, guys, let's go. Showtime, boys and girls. It's showtime. It's showtime. Oh boy. Let's go have a prisoner exchange that it will absolutely work out and be all okay. This is like the peaceful times. Like, nothing goes wrong if you prisoner exchange ever, right? Like, this is like a moment of relaxing, and we're finally making peace with Garlemald, right? And the Empire's gonna be nice to Dom. Not. Nothing bad ever happens at a prisoner exchange. You're right. It's like it's one of those ancient war rules, right? Like, nothing can go bad at these. Like, you would never ever do anything wrong here. Like, this is like one of the ancient rules. Like, you don't attack during prisoner exchange. Like, Asahi is clearly the greatest man here. Like, obviously, we haven't been saying he's anything but that the entire time. Clearly a good guy. Clearly. Okay, kiddos, are we ready for this? No matter what Asahi throws at us, we cannot let that monster have his way. Kiddo, easy for you to say. Okay, Hien, you're stupid. This is all your fault. Whatever Asahi has planned, we'll take care of, right, guys? Right? But it's not like he would pull anything, right? He wouldn't pull anything now. We've bamboozled him. And we've all made peace and nothing would ever go wrong! We've made peace with each other and everyone is happy and we're all gonna get prisoners exchanged and everything's gonna be great. Hello, teams. It's already a standoff. Like, that's how it starts. You come in and you're both on opposite sides. This is clearly a standoff.
At
Play the Wild
last,
West music.
the hour has come. The conclusion to these negotiations will mark a new beginning for Dorma and the Empire. A first step on the road to peaceful coexistence.
Yeah, I see peace.
Indeed. We are ready to proceed
He
with the
ends up
exchange when
leaving
you
this
are.
up until the moment it goes down.
Forgive my curiosity, Ambassador, but is there a purpose to these containers you bring with you?
Oh, the supply crates. They are filled with materials we hoped might be of
They
use
are
in
filled with
Dorma's
materials we
restoration.
hope might be used in
I
Doma's
meant to give them to
restoration.
you at our last meeting,
Sure.
but we had so much else to discuss.
How very generous. I confess I had not
Now
expected
he ends
such
like, I am
compassion.
pressing X to
Welcome
doubt, but I may
none
be a little late in pressing X to doubt.
But then I was also surprised by the news that one of our captives had delivered herself into your custody ahead of time. A minor discrepancy I shall overlook in the spirit of the occasion.
Hien's like, I'm kind of getting on this guy's case now. I'm a little too late though.
Are you perhaps referring to me, Lord Hien?
Look, it's Yatsuyu. How convenient. Look.
Yotsuyu.
It's her.
Orphan of the Nairi, widow of Sashihide, and acting Viceroy of Dorma.
Acting Viceroy of Doma,
And
sure.
your people are mine to govern.
I won't mind to punch. I won't judge you.
Well, well. It would seem your shattered mind is mended. As per our agreement with the ambassador,
Hien, I can't
you
believe
are
you're
free
still
to
going on with the
return
agreement.
him to the Empire.
Hien, no.
Your authority as acting viceroy, however, is no longer recognized here.
Hien, you're stupid.
My position is not for you to decide, little lordling. All who resist the rule of the Empire must be purged.
1v1 me, bro.
I will reign here in this putrid, pestilent swamp until the last of you has been broken.
Hien. When will you intervene?
This land shall know no dawn. I will spew forth darkness and drown all in
eternal night, and high above you I shall shine, uncaring, cold and distant as the moon!
Summon away, my friend. Summon away. Look at that! They were ether. Crystals. Gasp. He betrayed us. Unexpected plot twist. Gasp. Gasp. Look, she's becoming a primal. Gasp.
What has she done?
She's summoning, duh.
Oh gods, this is a summoning.
Boy realizes it. He's like, oh crap. This is a summoning. Oh no. We just watched. Can't we, like, run at her, stop her? Tackle her? We all kind of watched that happen. Yugiri, throw one of your knives or something. Although, then again, I suppose nobody really knew what was happening, so I guess it's okay. Nobody really knew what was happening until it was too late. No, because she was Zatsu. Because she literally just said, I'm going to punish you until your death. I will be cold as distance and cold as distance noon. So the time for talking is past, and look at that, it's Tsukiyomi. I really love the boss design itself, though. So he's like, hey look, a summoning has occurred. Maximus like, wait, what?
A dormant citizen has called forth an icon in direct violation of our primary agreement. The negotiations have failed. Abandon the captives and make preparations to withdraw.
Maximus like, wait a minute.
Disobey me, Pilus, and you disobey the Emperor. Make preparations to withdraw.
Nani, what did you
now?
say?
As you command.
Yeah, I know. Her DPS check. Maxima, wait, no, don't go. I wonder if he intentionally took forever to get ready to leave. Because you think they could have up and bailed by now. Hey, you guys should run. This is what you get for trusting stupid Asahi until it was too late.
My lord, you must fall back.
He's like, crap.
You ask me to run?
This is a thing you cannot fight.
Against such a foe, I would be more hindrance than help.
The field is yours. Yeah, go.
We will withdraw, but not without our countrymen. I want every soul accounted for. Every soul!
My lord.
Go, kiddos, go. I will fight this primal. Don't worry.
I knew you would not flee.
You're on, friend.
But I have become Tsukuyomi.
I've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time.
And divinity
the T is silent.
What power?
Oh wait, no, I guess I have it. It's just the way she said it was weird.
Majesty.
No, wait, never mind. She just said it weird. Yes, Tsukiyomi. She just kind of said it weird. No, I have not. It just sounded weird when she said it. Sometimes the VAs sound weird, but it's good. Tsukiyomi, yeah. What power can yada yada?
I shall plunge all I despise into darkness.
I shall plunge all I despise into darkness. Sure, honey.
Even yours
Whatever you say.
shall flicker and fail.
I can't fail at things. Sorry, hate to break it to you. I'm all. That's literally against my whole
Let
thing.
us cast the stalks and look upon the fate of Dorman.
You're on. Wait for it. Castrum Fluminous now accessible. Me too. Why do you think I put in the code best? It started with I hated the gear and now we'll keep it. And insta-Q! Look! It's an insta-Q. It's almost like I'm a healer. In we go! The good news is this fight's actually really easy. Nowadays. It used to be hard, but that was before Shadowbringers. Authored! Castrum Fluminous! It's going to be a long night. There's only one melee, okay. What? I have done this as a healer before, so it's fine. Though they did not do any cooldowns to that tank first. Also, it's been ruined. 2 Gunbreakers, 2 Astrologians, 2 Black Mages. But the other 2 don't match. No, there's a 2 don't match. There's 1 Samurai, 1 Dancer. It's been ruined!
Your end is near.
They're both omen, therefore, well... Yeah, actually no. Well, yeah, they are. It works. I'll give it by honorary, it works. Thing is, I have no idea who does the most damage thing. Who do I give my buff card? I mean, my melee card can go to the 1 melee. Well, I should take it. Well, I mean, okay, so in like in trials, if there's not a melee, you can give your melee buff card because it also buffs tanks. You can't just give it to them. So if you have more melee cards than you do melees, you can just hand it over to the tank instead. It's a stack. It's a stacky wacky. What do you call it? I'm not calling it a stacky wacky again. That was just for my friend. That was just for him. One time. That was a one-time deal. I should just call it wacky stacks. Flip it around. Why are you destroying your carbuncle? That's a lot of dagger. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Please don't tell me they pulled a melee card. No, they did not. I'm actually gonna move that gauge because it's higher than it's supposed to be. Duty gauge. It's gonna be done. So it's close to my name. So I can use it. I shall pull another card and it's fire. There we go. Ooh, we even have divination. We'll save divination because that phase isn't that hard. Divination is hard. No PPS. I don't have to make up first. I already did it. Yep. Hi, Xenos. Whack. Contract 70. Owie. Xenos noisy. Wow. Be gone! I can't even... I said it. No! Be gone! Tedious. Alright, so our next card expire. Okay.
In darkness is the spider living. From mortal, I rise on you. Suffused with night,
I shall prevail! I love little daughter. Beg for mercy. If the stack goes on a dead person, should we still stack? I mean, honestly, I feel like that's a concept. Because, like, you don't need to stack them. Just let it hit the dead body. It'll be fine. Exception of, like, Aquamarine and stuff. Well, kind of. When you hit level 70, you can have Bahamut 2 and Aquamarine. Yeah, but he can only do 2 Aquamarines. He only does 2 Aquamarines. If you time it right, you only do 2. Owie, 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 we're dying. The black mage died. I shall res them. What? That's an anklet hurt. How I hated not knowing your moves, but by now I have learned them many times, and I've tanked them many times. Suffused with night, I shall prevail. I just can't get my card right.
Your end is near.
Or Samurai keeps standing in the AoE. That are very easy to avoid. Like, you just had to move out of the AoE, dude. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. I'll grind you under my heel.
I will grind you under my heel. Everyone ready for the stack. I clearly hit stellar detonation. I'll grind you into my heel. Run forward, dude. Run forward. We did it. We did it. Primal defeated. Primal defeated. Primal's been defeated. I never really looked at the background of this fight, but that was actually really cool. You didn't have the echo, you should have thought this through. I mean, you shouldn't summon anyway, but still. Primal defeated. We win, boys. GG, that's a wrap. That does it. It's over. How did you do there? A gunshot. Gasp. Look, it's Asahi. Shouldn't you have fled, my boy? Hi, buddy. Shoot her again. I mean, you finished the job, so... I don't know. I don't know if you needed to shoot her twice, but...
You really must learn to finish the job.
You don't get to talk to me like you are friends with me.
'Tis true that a gaudy mirror and a handful of crystals make for a feeble summoning.
You don't get to talk
But
to me
even
like
the
we're friends,
weakest
buddy. I'm going to kill you now.
souls. A threat that must be put down.
To that, we can see either it was a primal. He's not wrong. It's also a primal he intentionally summoned, so... I mean...
My, such hostility. These beings are the sworn enemies of the Empire. I merely
He
my
nearly did his
duty
duty as an
Imperial
Imperial
officer.
officer, is what he says. I mean... Buddy...
Will you surrender to anger then? Slay an anointed emissary to avenge a fallen foe?
Buddy...
You cannot, of course. To do so would burn the bridges we have labored so hard to build.
We don't have bridges that we've built, buddy. There are none.
Oh, but I'm forgetting. They're already ash. This doorman woman has seen to that. The Empire cannot ally itself with any nation that refuses to renounce summoning. I believe I was most clear on that point.
You were most clear, buddy. Enjoy your maniacal laugh, because you're... I'm gonna slap him. Wall looks really angry. Wall looks really angry.
It
Wall.
should have been mine.
Wall looks really angry right now.
The power he bestowed upon her.
Wall looks
I should
really,
have been the
really
one
angry.
to govern Dorma. I would have repaid his faith. No one alive loves him more than I.
Yeah, you're getting the creepy eyes again. You love Xenos, I got it.
Instead, this harlot betrayed his trust.
Kick her body. His eyes are really creepy. Buddy, want to get those eyes checked out? Congratulations, you're dead now. She's got you. She's got you.
Thank you, dear brother, for this precious gift.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Congratulations, buddy. You sealed your own... Look, she also can whack you. She's stabbed you with her two blades.
These people, our people, they ignore the corruption which festers beneath the surface. Cast aside that which is dirty and broken. Speak not of things which would disrupt their dreary little lives. Like you, Asahi. Always pretending not to see. You were the first. The first I swore to kill.
You were the first I swore to kill. That's a sibling love. I mean, you don't casually murder your siblings? Oh.
Such bliss. I had thought my hunger insatiable. But now I am satisfied.
Now I am satisfied. Well, I mean, isn't that all that matters in the end, is your satisfaction?
You should feel honored, dear brother. I saved the last of my strength, just for you.
And now I have two dead bodies in front of me. Now what do I do? Friends! I now have 2 bodies in front of me.
What's the matter? The Witch of Doma will soon be dead.
I have 2 bodies.
Her happiness was never to be. Not in this world.
I have 2 bodies.
I wonder.
I have 2 bodies.
Was the fruit as sweet as he remembered?
I have 2 bodies. I've got 2 bodies in front. I got Tsuyu and I got Asahi. Now what do I do? Ain't this nice? I have 2 dead bodies in front of me. Isn't this nice? My usual wall day. No, because Asahi's gonna give me the echo, right? Because he's crying out for Lord Xenos. No, you may not. Lord Xenos! He points at me and then the echo comes. Let's learn the truth of his little peace mission, shall we? There was a conspiracy all along.
Lord Xenos.
It was a conspiracy all along.
I am at your disposal.
I am at your disposal. Remember, it's just to lead the both Xenos.
You were born of Doma, yes?
Yes, my lord. I am honored that you would remember me. How may I serve?
You are hereby appointed Ambassador Plenipotentiary and empowered to speak with the voice of the Emperor. Return to your native land of Doma and announce your intention to sue for peace.
You don't get to leave yet. Xenos is like, you get to go for peace.
For peace?
Once negotiations are underway, you are to locate the acting viceroy.
War crimes, got it.
She lives? That is to say, I will, my lord.
When you have found her, you will initiate a ritual to call forth an icon. I will instruct you in the necessary steps.
See, I suppose this is obvious that it's Elidibus because Xenos wouldn't really know how to summon an icon. Well, I suppose he would because he did get... I don't know.
Yotsuyu's faith is unreliable. But as a child raised to believe in the Kami, she will serve as a vessel for one of the Kojin's gods.
It's no, the Elidibus telling him how to summon. I suppose it was kind of a hint that it's not really Xenos.
The power will seem a gift, but the icon's essence will consume her. She will be no more than a husk, a slave to whim and desire.
Like, honestly, it's kind of obvious that it's not really Xenos.
My lord, ever since the day you saw fit to save my miserable life, I have dreamed of repaying your benevolence. Upon my honor, I swear to devote myself wholly to your service.
Which one?
All that you command will be done, no matter the cost.
Why wasn't Asahi? Because he's busy doing Doman, or Imperial stuff in the city. He had a job in the city.
But I fear the subtleties of your plan yet elude me.
No.
From the reports I have heard, the champion who aids the Doman resistance would make short work of a single icon.
The icon is merely a message. The pacifist teachings of the Populares spread through this city like a plague. and I would remind the people of the threat we face. You will be my chosen agent. The hand which tolls the warning bell. The
signing bell of treaties.
Your chosen agent.
So he's like, I'm the chosen one?
I will not fail you,
I will not fail you, my lord. You were supposed to be challenged. No, boy.
Master.
What are you going on about? Xenos is coming for me.
Xenos. He will come.
What's a Xenos? Who is Xenos again? Sorry, who's Xenos? Kidding, of course. Ray and mine, we'll never know.
You have prevailed, I see.
I don't know if this is considered prevailing, but sure. I will be on patch 4.4, which is the burn / steep. Then I will be on 4.5. It'll be Gimlet. I will nearly be done. I will finish tomorrow. Legit.
Only to inflict this pain.
Sorry, Gosetsu. No, he's here right now. He's crying. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I don't care. I just hate Yatsu that bad. Okay, guys, this went really well. What a great field trip to Doma.
Death shall not want for company this day.
The kiddos have
You
never
spared
had a
us
productive field
worst
trip, I swear.
disaster. But I fear our fledgling peace with the Empire was beyond saving.
Our fledgling piece is not beyond saving because Maxima is still here.
Lord Hien.
Maxima, the only good guy in this. Maxima's the only good guy.
Maxima, is it not? I assumed you long fled.
Maxima's like, so...
I entertain thoughts of escape even now.
Yeah.
But our negotiations have yet to reach a satisfying conclusion.
Because he's like, didn't you? I thought you would have ran,
insisted
but...
that the summoning spelled an end to our mission here. But it seemed to me there was more to the tale.
But he's like, I think we should get on with this. I shall break everyone's thing and say Xenos was behind this plot.
I have heard tell of this power you wield. And in your vision, you witnessed Lord Xenos giving these orders.
Yes, Mikoto can see the future, but she doesn't know when it'll happen.
How can that be? Xenos is dead.
It's as simple as Xenos isn't really dead. Or he is. No, he's not. He's not. He's not dead.
I saw his body with my own eyes.
I saw his body too. I saw him stab himself.
Forgive me, but Lord Xenos is very much alive. He granted our party an audience prior to our departure. That he was gravely wounded is certain, but his recovery appeared to be proceeding apace.
I'm afraid I share Lord Hien's confusion. The man's death was confirmed and his remains interred. These are matters of public record.
Figure it out. Who are we seeing at the end of Gimlet? We see him before Gimlet. You meet in cutscenes, yeah? You see Zolos way before.
I have no doubt you believe what you say. But what then is the explanation? That an imposter has infiltrated the innermost
circle of the Imperial Court? Oh, Maxima.
But worthy of investigation nonetheless. Our movement can ill afford to have a highly placed pretender undermining our efforts.
Your efforts may yet bear fruit. Tell me, what is to become of our prisoner exchange? Though we have already taken custody of our conscripts, we have yet to release your Imperial comrades. Do you still intend to collect them?
Yes. As the late Ambassador's second in command, it falls to me to
Max
speak
was
on
like,
the
well,
Empire's
we will
behalf.
have a good exchange.
And I'm happy to confirm our intent to proceed according to the original agreement.
No, you may not
Then
leave.
let us be about it. 'Twould be a pity to
No.
abandon such a promising beginning.
No. We're... No.
Indeed. You have
He
my
is
thanks,
like,
Lord
Max
Dean.
was like, well,
As
it's
soon
just a
as
good
our people are
exchange.
secure aboard our airship, we shall depart straightways for Garlemald.
This is a fair trade.
Tread lightly, Pybus. I sense treachery awaits you there.
Boy's like, alright, time to go for a trip to the Empire.
Might I accompany you to the capital?
Boy! Boy says, might I accompany you to the capital? It's very self-scalbless, but okay. Baelsar's Gaius' last name. Boy, you can't just drop that.
Alphino, have you gone mad?
Have you gone mad? Kiddo, Ali's like, of course he is.
Imposter or no, if Xenos was instructing Asahi on the finer points of ritual summoning, then experience tells us there is
Alfie
an
was like,
Ascian
well, I
waiting
already
in the
smarted
wings.
this out. Clearly, an Ascian is behind this.
Without our knowledge and expertise, our new friends will be hard-pressed to contend with a foe for whom death is but a minor inconvenience. They need our help.
Were you indeed willing to share your knowledge of this enemy, we would not shun your counsel.
You truly mean to do this? In full
He was
knowledge
like,
of
well,
the danger?
boy, if you really want to do this, it's really dangerous, but
I have seen the Warrior of Light risk his life on countless occasions.
okay, but then this is where
Next to
he
him, I'm
becomes
scarce more than a
boy that has
distraction on the
proven he's changed. I have seen the warrior like risk his life on countless occasions. Next to him, I'm scarce more than a distraction on the battlefield. Boy, we can't all be combat warriors like me.
But in the meeting room or the audience chamber, there I can make a difference.
You
I can
are
strike
the
bargains,
diplomatic
forge
charisma
ties,
boy. That is
and
why I
change
love you so
minds.
much.
And where better to
Because
do
you
these
try to
things than in the
diplomacy your way
home of
through
our
a bunch
old
of things,
enemy.
and I love you for it. I believe in you, Alfino. Go get him, boy.
Tis not for me to stop you, but I would have you consider an alternative arrangement. Rather than
Go get him,
braving
boy.
the Empire as
I
a
believe in
simple
you.
traveler,
No, you're not
go
going to make
forth
the
as an
Empire,
emissary
but
of
I believe in you anyway, buddy.
Such a position should offer you some measure of protection.
He doesn't even get close, really. He doesn't even get close. Go get him, boy.
Go
Alice's
then.
like
You've
slightly
obviously made up your
disappointed and
mind.
angry. Sibling love. Sibling love, kiddo. Sibling love.
Just try not to do anything reckless, alright?
Alice, you say try not to do anything reckless, right? But the whole thing he's doing is really reckless.
I shall be on my best behavior. Farewell, my friends.
See you in Shadowbringers, my boy. Because that's the next time we see him. See him in Shadowbringers. Like, truly, the next time... The next time we talk is in Shadowbringers. And he notes that when you guys see each other in Shadowbringers, he's like, wow, it's been a while, huh, since the prisoner exchange. And I'm like, oh crap, you're right. I mean, technically you're supposed to start with Yolmar, but yeah. Alfino, you impulsive fool. I thought about trying to talk him out of it, but I know what I would say if this role's reversed. Stubbornness is something of a family trait. Kiddo, you should have stopped your brother. We won't see him until Shadowbringers! I mean, granted, we see him in cutscenes and you do play as him in that Solidarity, but we don't physically talk to him until Shadowbringers. I miss my boy already. He just left, but I already miss the boy. I already miss him! My motivation to keep going with the boys. Well, now we have Alize. Kiddo stays with us up until the end, really. So our field trip to Doma, we leave with one nice Kiddo. We should stop taking field trips to Doma. We should stop taking field trips because they usually end up being terrible. Rolls around. It's fine. Field trips, my dudes. I am not done with patch yet. I still have a quest left. You know what that quest is? It's us going to look at Xenos' body in the grave and like, oh crap, he's gone. Oh no, he's gone.
How often have I imagined this moment?
Please.
Thank you for helping it come to pass.
Ree, no. No. You may not leave. No. No. Reverse. I reverse to reverse. Yes. No. I don't fucking have to enough. Look, we saved a bunch of people. Ain't this nice? We did it. We saved people.
There you are.
Guess that's too shaved, it's fine.
Gosetsu, your hair.
Kiddo, don't judge.
My friend, what have you done?
An old man who cannot raise his blade has no place in the service of a young lord. Thus did I decide to devote my remaining days to pilgrimage. I will walk this land, offering prayers of repose for all the souls who left this life in suffering.
Pilgrimage, pilgrimage.
All of them?
A fulsome farewell makes for an enjoyable journey.
Scarcely have we said our goodbyes to Alphino, and you leave us too. But 'tis well that my companions find their own way forward. I must endeavor to do the same.
Yeah, Ian.
I have faith that you will find the best path for Doma without me, my lord. Pray forgive me this last act of selfishness, and grant me your blessing.
You have earned it. 1,000 times over. Go in peace, my friend. I shall make of Doma a land where children laugh and none need live in fear.
There is no better way to honor those who went before.
Awkward silence reads.
And with that, I take my leave.
Okay, kiddo. Kiddo powers. We will have an intriguing story. Yes, we will. Deepest thanks. Sure, Ian, you stupid, but it's fine. One more. Give me that last kiss under the moonlight. Hazley seems ready to bid farewell to Doma. Our field trip is over, kiddo. Kiddo, our field trip is over. Back we go. It's good to see release this from our headstrong brother. He's off from what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. It's a long story, but we've evidence that Xenos might still be alive. This is better be I wish it was. It was absolutely 100% positively Xenos. Look, it's Thancred making his third or fourth appearance in this MSQ. Boy. We have a long trip to get there, but we'll make it. Alright, kiddo, let's see it. They managed to find a landing spot for Xenos.
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Ain't that convenient? We seem to be missing a corpse.
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
How convenient. And guess who was watching? You can kind of tell it's Xenos just from the face. Oh dear, we seem to be missing a corpse. Oh boy, an Asian is walking around. Oh boy, kiddo. Let's go back to the Rising Stones. We haven't been there in a while. Kiddo, oh boy. Xenos be alive. Hoo boy. And boy is off doing boy things. It's okay, kiddo. The boy will be a-okay. Oh wait, no, this is the one with double, isn't it? That's right, they had one more. Because you get to do the duty this patch. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Palace! Wait, is it time already? See, it's clearly Elizabeth. You can see it. Darn. have you lost your mind? Xenos didn't have one to begin with. Yeah, now it's so obvious it's him. The hunt must go on. Vroom vroom. Hang on, I forgot. This is the double where there's actually one more in the patch, and I'm not making the same mistake as I made this time. We have to just wait for word from Alpha. No, let's just relax, man. Ah, the warrior of light relaxing. But sitting at the table with several cutscenes with plans. Sit at the table. It was an wonderful tale, wasn't it, kiddo? Chuckles, our boy is in danger. Oh boy. Let's play as the boy, shall we? Meanwhile, whatever the Imperial craft name is. Look at the boy. What a boy. He's so small. Boy, you're flying over the burn. Chuckles, we're in danger. Boy, oh boy. Boy, it's friendly fire. Friendly fire is now activated. Oh my boy. We're going down. We're going down, down, down into the burning ring of fire. Man down. My boy. Let's go, boy. Boy time. Duty calls! Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit the O. Shit. Hang on. I'm just gonna skip it. Sorry. Wrong button, I swear. I meant it, yes. I meant to proceed! We're not watching the cutscene again. I am boy. I am boy. I am boy. Boy, I am. Look at him. He's so adorable. I love him so much. That was actually a really good shot. Okay, let's do this, buddy. I still love the description. Role-playing. Experience what it is to be someone else. Let's see if I do this right. Boop. Look at this boy. I love him so, so much. This is the first time you got to do this. Oh boy, my boy. Look at that, there's more of them, buddy. How convenient for me. My boy is in danger. You cannot hurt him! Not like this, buddy. Boy, oh boy. kind of thing, mercenary. Hey guys. Gonna play as my boy. You may not hurt Gaius. LB, wait! Is it over already? Darn, it is. Duty complete. My time is now is over. Boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Gaius, my dude. Best boy. Boy, it's Gaius! Look at his belt. Boy, just look at his belt, he's wearing it. Thanks, guys. We accept your gracious offer. Shadowhunter shall suffice. Lead on, guys. Get my boy to safety. He's so small. What a spooky close-up. This is not about just like I wish. Otherwise, there is nothing we can do for Alpha, but pray for his success. Don't worry, he's okay. Thanks, Lancreed. You want to go on that? Boy, girl, no, kiddo. Kiddo. Leave it to Thancred. He's the good one at sneaky snack. We just want to make sure the boy is okay. I know. Zane and brother Bickerel is all siblings too, but she wears them nonetheless. It would be a kindness if you were to visit from time to time and distract her from her cares. Of course, it's sibling love. It's okay, kiddo. Be sure to drop by. You learned you just learned an emote. There it is. That's the end of patch. Well, we did it. We've made it through in another day. We finished Stormblood. We played all the way up to patch 4.4. We went 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3. Now we're on 4.4. I have no life. This is just facts at this point, right? So, just to give an updated quest count, I am now 14 quests away from being in Shadowbringers for the 3rd time. Tomorrow. That's a promise. Tomorrow. For sure. We'll be back later.